Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to the Talos Principle 2, and hello Al. We're back in the city, aren't we? And I suspect this will be quite a chatty episode. So if you want puzzles, maybe you might just get the next one. Let's see what goes on. We need to go and find Cornelius.
Of suffering. Every living organism.
Oh, it's starting
suffers.
well.
Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us.
No.
This is what's happening outside those walls every hour of every day.
Calm down, fella.
It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human.
No.
To understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the founder's trials. And you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency.
You tell him, Jeremy.
If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Optional fist fight in the square. That's it. It's all going the way we expected it to, really. These really are humans, aren't they? It's wonderful. Suffering is natural. Well, to a degree for animals, yeah, it is. And you're going to go out there and cuddle the bears and tell them not to play nice with the deer. Al's just pacing. He's so frustrated. I'm going to be frustrated as well. Is this it's the hominibus? It's the kind of mare. We need to go. As I was saying before the idiot started, we need to go and find Cornelius because he's been a little naughty little fibber. Cornelius. Everyone is supposed to have broken contact when Athena left. Yeah. But apparently Cornelius took a little day trip ages ago. And he knows what Athena's been up to, and he knew about Miranda, and everything else. So we're going to go have a chat with him. Yeah, talk to Cornelius at the museum. In the meantime, we might go and meet with some people. I don't know if I want to or not. Something's glowing. What's glowing over there? Has someone set fire to something? I think that's where Thecla is, in it being religious over in the little the founders' worship area. This lift can't go fast enough. Come on, guys. I want to get back out here and do puzzles. I'm not in the mood for this drama going on. How's the protest going, by the way? Are you still protesting out here about the power? No, the protest has gone. The people are beating up the musician instead over here. If you can tune in at any time to hear the music someone is playing live because of how it works, would you come and see them? I mean, I think I would, because it's more to a performance than just listening to the music. But I'm just wondering what it is to them. And would you, the viewer, care? I mean, it's not quite the same as like listening on a. You are listening to it live, even if you're not right there. I don't know. Watching out for Doge. If we see Doge, we're going to run like hell, okay? Do not want to speak to that guy. People I haven't seen before. Benaroya and Blodgett? Or is it Bodgett? Blodgett. I'll look up some of these names later. Hi! Nice to see you guys.
Founder's blessings.
Founder's blessings.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
Oh, full of loads of mesh. I guess it's just a regular way to... Oh, who's this? Hold on.
See, I told you. It was Athena who sent Prometheus.
How do you know it was Athena?
Because she's the one who built the giant pyramid.
Are we doing English voices again?
But how do you know it wasn't Cornelius?
That's not
who
English.
sent Prometheus.
That's more American.
Because Cornelius was here?
And where did Prometheus appear?
Come on.
How do you know it wasn't Miranda?
Oh, no, it's supposed to be East Coast.
Maybe she got bored of waiting.
A little bit Boston?
I think Athena is testing us
Mabon and
Why would she test us?
Hemerus.
to
You
see
Hemerus.
if we can use those new technologies, like the body replication.
If those new technologies
Atal, here he
are
is.
such a big deal, why is she putting
Again,
impossible?
if I were playing the game just for
Play
me,
is how we learn.
I wouldn't bother. But for you, Divya,
Nice to meet you, 1K.
Nice
My
to
name is
meet you.
Atal. I've been following your expedition.
have you?
As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact.
Okay, Atal, I heard your was it a speech more like your outburst earlier?
I decided to take a stand. It started with our cats. Damien and I have had a lot of them over the decades, and I've watched every last one of them grow old
Like
and
little
die.
buggers?
And that got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms.
Yeah.
What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger, pain, and in the end, death. Involuntary cessation of existence.
Yeah.
That's horrifying, 1K. Horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better.
I'm trying to work out which Atal it is. There's Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who's a poet, an Indian poet. I'm not sure if that's the same person at all or not. I don't know. Now, hold on. We're talking about your cat. You were talking about wild animals earlier, then you're talking about your cats. Your cats do not live in fear and pain and sorrow and everything else. You look after them. You feed them. That's not the same as a wild animal. And I wouldn't say that they're always in fear. It's not like the mouse constantly scurrying from brutality to brutality. I'm sure they have pleasure in lives and enjoyment. It's just different to what we're after, what we're expecting. They're not going to go down the road and listen to the local guy playing the guitar. But there is a joy in life as well that I'm sure animals feel, just not at the same intensity and level that we do. We re-engineer the whole planet, or what is our ethical duty?
If suffering is evil, and it is, then our responsibility is to lessen it.
Define
not
suffering.
only in ourselves, but everywhere. I don't think we can eliminate it, but we can lessen it, and we have to.
How? I mean, okay, let's say the hawk is flying over, it wants to eat the mouse. Okay, we'll stop now. No hawk. You may not eat the mouse. You must, but you can. But then you're suffering instead from hunger. So what are you going to do? You're going to do a substitute mouse for the hawk? How are you going to feed the hawk? I mean, and then even then, if you kept a wild mouse somewhere in a perfectly safe environment, there's no predators at all, the mouse will still be looking in fear up at the skies because that's what they're programmed to do. You've probably heard before, if you're a regular here, my son is a parrot. When he goes into certain parts of the house, we have windows like windows above. He's looking up when he gets there. He's watching the sky. He's cautious and he's worried about what might be. And seagulls pass overhead and he gets scared. He's scared. So how are you going to alleviate that and supposedly take away suffering? It's not a bit. No, I want to quiz him a bit more. If it were me, I'd probably say, "What do you mean? Suffering to a degree is natural. We are not natural. We've put ourselves outside of nature." What does he say? Yeah, what do you say
In a
about the
way,
purpose?
yes. I don't think it's our exclusive purpose, but it's a role that falls to any sentient species capable of developing science and technology.
No, I think suffering. See, you're limiting me again, game. What are you talking about? Different things here. I'm not talking about suffering of us. I'm talking about suffering of, and I think labeling it as suffering in the first place is a problem. It's part of life. Oh, that is natural. I don't know. I would like to have a bigger discussion around this than just saying this.
Natural? What does that even mean? Natural means nothing in terms of ethics. Here's the question.
You're trying to
is
misapply
suffering
ethics.
Good? Is it the way things should be?
And this is also again what the first game used to do. It's bad, but we can't change it.
Well, that's objectively wrong.
Yeah, you're forcing me,
Our
game.
history is an exercise in lessening
No,
suffering.
you're conflating it.
Take my cat. She lives a better life in New Jerusalem
Yes.
than she would in the wild.
Correct.
She suffers less.
Yes.
Or think about medicine. How many awful diseases did our ancestors eradicate?
Oh, factory farming, that's unhelpful. To change the world like that is hubris. Yes, I think this is the best answer.
So, lots of necessary things are very difficult to do. We're the species
There's
that
no arguing with the way
eradicated
you've been set
polio,
up.
went to the moon, created artificial intelligence. We need to start thinking bigger.
Stupid conversation.
Do that. It's more than most people do.
From the very start.
But that might be changing.
From the very start, I knew that there was a pointless conversation. The way it's been set up. There's no answer you've been offering there that will give us a reasonable discussion. Zimiavia. Zimamia? How do you pronounce that? Zimiavia. Thank you, Zimimvia. I'll call you Zimmy. Sorry for shortening your name. So, thank you, Zimmy, for a very simple response to
Attention
something.
all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors.
Okay.
However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable.
Strike?
May the founder be with you.
A strike? Okay, that's again. We'll come back on the way back. We couldn't go in there before. Helga, what do you do?
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or buying?
We're doing commercialization. What kind of shop is this?
The kind that trades in hopes and dreams. Yours for the right price. Is there something your heart desires?
I like your voice, Helga, by the way. Perhaps.
I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination?
There's also a very good reason why I like her voice, but don't worry about that. Credits?
Oh, you don't have any credits yet. Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits.
How does
Just
this...
make sure you spend them with me.
How does this work,
They're not
Helga?
worth much anywhere else.
No,
No.
not at all.
What was it you wanted?
I don't get in a piece. What is this? Is this like a reset of our reputation in the area? How does that work? I'm not sure if we're being meta or not here. What's sensory tuning?
A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits.
Oh! Yeah!
Okay, I'm updating your settings now.
You hacked my settings.
And hey presto, superhuman senses.
No, it's too loud.
Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the dome? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam.
It sounds miserable. It sounds like you'd be inundated with sound all the time.
Nothing as in you're not impressed by the stat gains, or nothing as in I've accidentally erased your entire sensory system.
Yeah, I still feel something.
Okay, phew. I'll let you into a secret.
Yes?
You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors.
Okay, yes.
What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. Anyway, I hope you find something worth paying attention to.
I hope it might have done something.
So, something else, perhaps.
Also, don't mess around with my fleshy appendages too much. I might start to like it. An internal monologue sounds horrible. What is a future prediction?
For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and
Really?
tell you what I see.
Really? Go on then. Read my palm.
Let me consult the algorithm.
Oh, really?
Oh dear.
Oh
I'm
no.
afraid you're going to change the world.
Really?
You will have a choice, but whatever you do,
Yes.
New Jerusalem will never be the
Oh,
same
well
again.
done. Well done.
I'm sorry it's not better news. Best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best to have fun in the meantime. So, something else, perhaps?
Good answer. A good video game answer. No, I don't want an internal monologue.
That one comes with the following disclaimer. Internal monologue was discontinued as a default feature in
bloody
new
annoying.
builds. Constant self-commentary is not
No.
recommended for all
No.
customers. But I can switch yours on for 10 credits if you're sure you want it.
I already have my version of that. It's the it's the reason why I am like I am, and why I often spend my quieter times not quiet, but actually listening to things and doing things, because it quietens the internal voice in my head. I can't.
So, something else?
I'll come
perhaps?
back and do it later, yeah, but not right now. What about inner peace? Can I have inner peace?
Whoa. Inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits.
How do I get more credits?
So, something else perhaps?
Why are you 101 as well? I know it's it's an interesting number for us.
Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback?
Sure.
Are you satisfied with what I've given
I
you?
don't know. I've not tested it yet. Never ask me again. Maybe later.
I understand. Please come back if you need anything else.
Thank you, Helga. I want to test to see if it makes a difference. Who's this? Chansey? What are you up to? Chauncey? Was it? No, it's not Chauncey. It's Chansey. It'd be a U in there if it was Chauncey. Chansey, what are you up to?
Are you enjoying our gardens?
I mean, they're all right. They're a bit simple. You need more variety.
All the great secrets are right there, you know. You can watch the tiniest of seedlings grow, flourish, and die. But it's the pattern of all things that you're really seeing.
Not sure who you're supposed to be. Don't know. You're going a little bit for the... it's not West Country. A little bit of a country-style accent from someone who might be a gardener. You know, like a... if you heard someone on the radio talking about gardening, that's the sort of voice you'd often expect to hear in Britain. That's quite poetic. I'm not sure... I don't think I want to respond like that. That's tempting, but no.
I suspect we see the world through quite different lenses. Sometimes I imagine myself as an old oak tree. I watch the life which grows around me. I see the ivy, the moss, the fungi, leaching my nutrients as they go. And I don't blame them. I'm delighted by how life seems so different from me can somehow be the same as me. This old oak tree drinks water from the ground. They drink their water from me. They shrivel and die in a single season. But I shrivel and die over centuries. What kind of plant would you be, I wonder?
I'm now. Is it almost supposed to be like a very gentle Irish accent, or is it supposed to be like a country accent? I'm not quite sure what you're going for here, guys. I'm enjoying it anyway. I like your view on things. I like your view about the natural world and the different species, you know. But I think part of my problem is that there aren't any oak trees around here. We've got more palms and things in the background and a regular collection of flowers. But there we go. Can I say which sort of plant I am? What am I? A root vegetable. What am I more likely to be? As in the character. A medicinal herb because we're fixing something. Yeah, maybe we're fixing. I'd rather be an ancient tree, but I think maybe we'd be. Yeah, we're trying to fix the world.
You're clearly interested in our ancestors' rituals of utility. But that's exactly what I thought you were.
Oh, that's great,
You see,
Chansey.
these patterns, they flow through all of us the same. Yet they always come out different. Our ancestors grew plants for their colors, their tastes, and their general utility. It is said they could identify A fruit based on the flavor of the air alone. Our senses may not be so honed, but we're no less evolved from the same natural world. Thank you for stopping by, 1K.
Thank you, Chansey.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
I kind of assumed that they'd be more sensitive than us.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
Hello, Calliope. I thought we'd be more sensitive, but I guess... Oh, no, Puskins. Well, see, suffering. Natural suffering. And, yeah, we can still talk to Helga over there. Yeah, I thought they'd be able to detect things more, but maybe it's not as simple as that to detect tastes and scents and the interpretations. Yeah, see what I mean? What do we got here? This is... Desperately trying to remember my trees. What do you reckon that is? Looks like an ash or something. An oak tree would be wonderful. But we seem more tropical than that, don't we? Who's this? Garrus. Alright, still what we came in to do. Oi! That's Neath.
1K. What are you doing here?
Yeah, is he not here?
Ah, I assume it has something to do with your
Has he
expedition?
sneaked off, the bugger?
I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately.
Oh, Neath. I guess you've not got anything to do, have you? Because we're the last one.
No, not really. When you asked me what I would do now that my job is redundant, I don't know, I guess I hadn't thought about it. I had just focused on getting there. And after you left, it all just rushed over me. The truth is, I don't know who I am without this. Creating new life, guiding people into existence, that's who I am. More importantly, I think that's who I want to be. And if we stop growing, that's the one thing I can't be anymore. That's why I wanted to talk to Cornelius.
He's not here.
He was there at the beginning. He knows where we came from. I thought he might help me understand where I could go next.
That's a real shame, Neath. I mean, I think you said before, she's like Mother, isn't she? And that's the goddess she's linked to. It's a little bit empty nest syndrome. You know, your kids have left. What do you do anymore? But of course, you're still guiding people. I think, yeah, finding a new calling of guiding people with your wisdom, that's like a very mother-like thing to do. You shouldn't have to give up who you are. You can find a new calling. It's the trouble, because I can't say that, because we want to keep on growing. That's the thing, that's where we're going to, isn't it? We want to have more. There should be more people. We shouldn't just stop at 1,000. But I can't guarantee that's what we'll keep on doing. I don't really want to say she wants to find a new call. I don't know, what's more inspirational? What would I say to someone? I think it should be this, probably.
Thank you, 1K. I don't want to. I liked who I was. Who I still am.
Yeah.
Now, you said you were looking for Cornelius?
Yeah, it's a bit of an empty thing to say. Oh, I hope you'll find something, new. He's been at the megastructure with Athena.
Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said.
Yeah, cheeky bugger.
To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron.
Where's Cornelius now?
That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about my future, but he wasn't responding to my messages.
He knew we were coming.
So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished.
He knew we would find something out, and he's sneaked off. Well, there's no point saying that, because she'd be there if she was looking right now, I'm guessing. His house is a bit obvious. Can I access his terminal?
I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then... it is just his work terminal, right?
Yeah. Open for everybody. Any idea?
No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal,
reflecting on his
working
past.
day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past.
Oh, really? What's he been up to? Is he making a duplicate, maybe, of the records?
I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all.
Very strange. Do you reckon this place is going to fail? Do you think New Jerusalem's literally going to tear itself apart? And therefore we need a new place to go to. And that's where they're saving everything.
Good luck with everything, 1K.
Thank you, Neith.
And thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
It's all right. Well, I was kind of forced to, but I would have done anyway if I'd have seen you. Okay. Here we go. Notes. Lab location accessible. User profile. Gold puzzles as a barrier. Yes. We're going to come back to them in the near future, but in the next video. Hiddenness, self-protection. External help for upload. Undecided about us. Is it referring to him or is it referring to something else? There's no date on this. What's your message?
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
So Al and Yakut seemed to think that they knew what someone was up to. Again, what was the date on that? Because... Depart to the megastructure. We have a little last look around. Oh, by the way, are you noticing anything different about the perception? I'm not seeing it.
Good to see you, 1K.
Hi, fella. I'm not really seeing like an improved senses. Or shall I do the internal? I don't want to do the internal monologue. I don't want to. The people. Oh, I've got to check out thingy, haven't I? I've got to check out the what's it over here? The public display or whatever it was. To you too. The bloody pigeons. You knew pigeons to survive, wouldn't you? Survive the apocalypse. People are not looking very happy, some of them. How are you keeping your... What are you spending your days on, guys? What's this again? It's the... Yeah, Gehenna. What's going on? Neve.
Welcome to the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition. Oh, it's you, 1K. Please tell me, you were there when everything went sideways. Do you think Byron will be all right?
I really don't know, unfortunately.
That sounds dangerous. Make sure you find him and pull him out.
I'll try.
He is a menace, but we need him.
How is he a menace, really?
But anyway, you've come to take a well-deserved break from your expedition. So let's talk about something else.
I've never seen him cause that much trouble. Apart from just going with the flow. Well, what's Gehenna?
Gehenna was a place in the simulation. A prison where Elohim exiled the minds that didn't fit his
I think this was a
plans.
DLC.
In time, the prison became a community with a culture of its own. In the very last moments of the simulation, Elohim realized what he'd done and sent his messenger Uriel to free the prisoners. They were uploaded to the gold disc, and their legacy is part of all of us.
Why text adventures?
Text adventures were one of the few art forms available to the people of Gehenna. By continuing to work in that medium, we keep their memory alive.
Stuck in the 1970s and 80s. Okay. Do you know where Cornelius has gone? He's
if it's true that
buggered
he
off
knew
somewhere.
where Athena was, then he's gone back to the island. There's no way he'd ever leave her. He must have some kind of
Good
plan.
bet.
But I don't know more than that.
Thank you, Neve.
He's been very private these last few centuries.
You're one of the oldest people we've spoken to here, so that's really helpful to hear that. More of the artists in society.
I don't think the role of the artist should be reduced to any single social
True.
function. The artist isn't an educator or a moralist. Art isn't
It can
about
be.
teaching us lessons or imparting values. Nor do I think it's simply self-expression. The best art reaches out beyond the self, into something ineffable. The creative impulse can't really be quantified or predicted. That's why artistic freedom is so profoundly essential. Without the freedom to shock, to offend, to transgress, art becomes stagnant.
Okay. Doesn't excuse all some of the art I've seen in the past. Doesn't have to be landscapes and things, but sometimes some things seem a little pointless. Right then, yeah, and as much as anything in philosophy, you know, art should be something about teaching us about ourselves. Jefferson Goldblum and the Spectre of Modernity by Rat. Another story in a much said about here. Jefferson Goldblum Shared Universe, originated in Gehenna. It maintains the characteristic writing of the series but focuses on a new set of themes. I don't know anything about Jefferson Goldblum. It's a terrible made-up name. And I haven't... Forgive me if I misremember, but I don't think... I definitely didn't get the DLCs for the previous game. So I'm sure I didn't go to anywhere called Gehenna. This could be absolutely terrible, so I apologise in advance. Oh, I just feel... My hands just feel sticky looking at that keyboard, by the way. Oh, he's down here, look. Start. Your charging pod and walk into the main top lobby of the Goldblum Institute. Humble abode. Ginny HD, your fiancée and leading member of the Cassorati Wyastras, a jazz ensemble. What? Frankie Soy Sauce waves from the coffee bar. And the Velociraptor John Malcolm dives out of the Arboretum on his motorcycle. I'm going to have very little patience for this, I'm afraid. I'm sure it's probably very amusing to some people, but I don't. Let's talk to Ginny. Did you sleep well, my darling? It's not that at all, Ginny HD mourns. My charging pod is very comfortable. I don't know why I slept so poorly, but I woke up on this small four-seater sofa, which is strange because I went to sleep in my room. You think about this carefully while striding your guitar. Ginny HD has no problem recharging most nights. A klaxon resounds through the institute. Shut the klaxon off. It won't accept your command without the correct password. John Malcolm, for some reason, revs up his motorcycle. You must do something about this noise. Guess the password. The unbreakable cipher. Tells you that the password must contain at least one uppercase and lowercase letter. What will you do now? Play your guitar. You play a chord, a perfect chord. Another, as always, all the chords that you play are perfect. This is your greatest burden. Mollified, the klaxon shuts off. Why was the klaxon blaring? It seems that the sensor detects a threat of galactic magnitude. Let's check. I don't know how good he is. I don't know how good he is at doing this stuff. What's he? How smart is he? It's you say, with neutron star-like gravity. The spectra of modernity, Ginny HD. It's coming for us. Ask what the spectre is. As you all well know, for I have told this tale many times. All people have feared from millennia that this day would come. Will bring an end to the old and ring in a new era of unparalleled technological advancement. Oh, we're getting this theme, are we? For what's happening in our real world. There is no space left in the world for such cherished human and dinosaurian qualities such as love, creativity, we have to taste umami, loyalty and friendship. The circle of renewal will end, and we will only move forward at an ever-increasing pace. When will it arrive? Sounds like fear-mongering to me, but there we go. At the speed of time itself. Sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and yes, also umami. We shan't surrender any of them, for they are what renders us human. Let's take action. You jump at the coffee maker, much to Cafe Sauce's dismay. Frankie Soy Sauce's dismay. What are they going to say? There'll be rapturous support, I'm sure. Yes, let's take the girl with us. The spectrum of modernity travels along the continued sequence of resistance and events that occur in an apparently inversable succession of the past through the present into the future, and is by definition already everywhere. Where can we possibly go to find a way to defeat it? Well, you know, we're dealing with islands. Let's go to the islands. Has inbuilt flotation... Hold on. GDHD, being a human female, has inbuilt flotation devices attached to the centre of her chest. I don't think that's how that works. You cling to her back as she slips elegantly through the choppy waters. I thought she charged. She's a charging... You said she's charging rather than sleeping earlier. Maybe they misunderstand the... Maybe whoever wrote this doesn't really understand people or anything such. A dreadful mechanical clock. It has corrupted this beautiful island that lives and thrives upon it. The clock starts shivering and shaking, triggering an eruption, and you are faced with no choice but to flee. One of its lieutenants. Well, let's go to the icy mountains then. For John. You're about to respond before you open your truth. The ground before you gapes open and a horrendous yet oddly beautiful figure with glowing red eyes and mighty antlers. Sure, you can love an oddly beautiful creature with antlers and red eyes. The dear God. Oh, we see. This she was saying, dear God, but this is just nonsense. This is something like some of them back in the 80s when text adventures. Well, in the early 80s, they were text adventures early on before Peters had much in terms of graphics, and alongside all the classic series, text adventures, and even ones that had like simple background images like the Sierra games, there were also the silly games, the very, very silly games, and like Lord of the Rings and things like that. And the humour was variable, and it feels very much like in that theme. I don't know who wrote this, if they're hopping back to that or they remember these things or what, but I never had much patience for them then, and a lot of them played on puns and things like that as well, like the dear God thing, and I don't have much patience for it now either, many years later. Why would I help you? No space for love. This rugged, peculiar beauty is something that I love. Right, let's go and fight the spectrum of modernity. You leave your companion behind. Right, into the mechanical layer. Aren't I mechanical? You have a mistaken, Professor Goldblum. We have met many times before. I'm your father and your mother. Request clarification. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, who electrified a guitar? Who upgraded Ginny from SD to HD? How did that work? Did it involve the flotation devices on her chest? That makes a lot of sense. Let us defeat the Wizard of Crime together. Okay. Crime's taken advantage of the absence of your heroic friends, out seeking other ways to stop the spectral modernity. He's rifling through your belongings. My belongings? Were it not for that scheming spectre, I would have stolen all your wealth and added it to my ever-growing hoard. That was about as good as I expected. I'm not going to do any more of these, by the way, viewer. Argument simulation. Oh, that's just going to make me angry. No, I don't like argument stuff like that as well. What? Oh, this one says nothing. Oh no, it's over here. Look, classical work created by Lilith. Yeah, I've had enough of this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, games. Wonderful. I'm sure, dear viewer, you could get hold of this game if you really wanted to see those. Because they're, it's pretty quite a cheap game on Steam at the moment, but I've got no patience for that. And I've got more things to spend my time on. See, I mean, the gardens are quite nice, but they're really very simple. Very simple.
We must listen to the wisdom
Oh,
of the
Christ.
ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected.
They're all kicking off. The sooner we get out of here, the better. Is this Malduk? We must be humble. Go on then.
You are the Founder's chosen.
Am I?
But you are in grave danger of going astray.
Oh no.
Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins.
The Great Wizard Malduk. Knights of the Round Table. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm going to quick look up Wikipedia. And you know this? How?
Anyone can see the truth.
Oh, you're one of
if
those.
they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors?
There's your first mistake.
In every one of them, the same story is told.
Yes.
Again and again. That the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief.
No, I don't think so.
That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw.
Yes.
Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility. And avoid ambition.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I think you're cherry picking what you're reading, buddy. Okay, let's at least try this. I don't think all ancient writers believed that. There were other strands of thought. Probably not going to get through this guy's chrome head too well. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I think we're wasting our time in talking to this guy anyway, but there we go. When you can no longer imagine a better future, you cannot build one.
The very idea of a better future.
Oh, I
is what's
see.
wrong. That is what the ancients were trying to tell us.
Yes.
All the problems of the world come from those who think the world needs to be improved.
Aren't we a product of that? You are a Maud of the highest order. Tempting, but no.
Yes.
Oh.
Progress is a fantasy.
Ah.
Things never truly change. All we can do is prevent our hubris from making things worse.
Well, we didn't insult him. I don't think that was ever going to help. By telling him he was a clown. He's just confused. It's okay. We'll skip this, by the way. No, well, we'll go to it. It's fine. I'll stay with it. It's been such a long video. If you've skipped out this video already, I have I have no problem with that whatsoever. I knew what sort of video it might be. Next one, I'm gonna have an idea about the Golden Gates and stuff like that, and some of the challenges. So I'm going to try to do something with those. Okay, but let's get back over here first anyway. See if anyone else waylays us, and we're trying to return to our main quest. Oh!
Okay, could you join us for a quick debrief?
What did I say? What did I say?
Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
Helga?
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
You know.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events.
Right.
Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
Oh, calm down. Right. We should either... Well, that's pretty like an ending here. I don't think the game might just stop it here, but I doubt it. It seems like they're offering us that choice. We can't leave Byron behind. I don't want to focus on technology. Byron's the important point here. One big puzzle, that's not very endearing. I mean, this would appeal to the person from engineering, I would imagine. This, I think, would draw a lot of people, because everyone wants to find the founder again and talk to them and bother them. I mean, if I was the founder, I can see why I want to leave with this bunch of nutcases around.
I agree. We cannot be guided by fear. We must do what's right.
Let's not forget the dam's falling apart. We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
Helga says nothing. We should trust ourselves. I want to say that, but I think we're going to go with this. Yeah, support everything else.
Wise words from one so young. Yet I submit that island holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course.
Oh, God.
If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot.
Why?
The Somnodrome was supposed to let us interact with our own subconscious code. It's a cool idea, but it wouldn't necessarily solve all our problems.
My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
I think it's a terrible idea.
It's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
Yes, I think so.
Unfortunately, 1K left the Somnodrome inoperable.
Yeah, I did break it. Sorry about that.
But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the
it wouldn't have been
question
working
is,
anyway if I'd not touched it.
What would 1K do if they found it?
That's really dangerous. The whole idea of it is terrible, isn't it? It's a terrible idea. Destroy it? No, I wouldn't say I'll destroy it. That's not worth that. I'm not going to leave the government to decide. The scholars could investigate it, share it with the people. No, that's not a good. I don't like that idea. But I've met half the people around here, much like the real world. I wouldn't trust to sit the right way around on the toilet. I would keep an open mind. I don't think I would use it straight away myself. I would keep an open mind. It's a bit of a cop-out, but yeah.
No! This is much too important to decide on a whim.
But it's so much more fun when we're kept in suspense. You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
I mean, there are certain things that need to be fixed. Yeah, the power problem is huge. We have problems that must be solved that are not going to go away, and things are just going to break before long unless we do something about it. Okay, that is just how it is. But everything else, yeah, I mean, we're doing pretty well, I think, otherwise. Why do some massive change that will affect things like that? Hermanubis, how you doing?
What can I do for you?
Oh, I forgot your voice, Hermanubis. Oh my goodness. Oh crikey, you and your over the top voice. We have to rescue Byron.
I agree. We can't just leave one of our most important citizens in that death trap.
Well, the echoing is not helping. Make it even more dramatic. Did you deliberately stop here? No, I stopped you, didn't I? What do you think about the technologies we've discovered?
They all sound very promising, of course. Apparently, it's possible to just magic things into existence now. But what is the cost, 1K? There's always a cost.
I've joked about Hermanubis, but there's a brain in there. There's certainly some careful consideration.
It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Thank you. I'm not sure I would leave you to make a choice about the Somnodrone thingy, though. Right, back we go.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Yeah, I agree.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Sleepy time. Elohim, what you got to say for yourself, buddy?
Great trials lie ahead of you, my
Very
child.
helpful, thank you.
But your choices will determine the future.
Thanks for that. Someone else just told me that for like 10 credits. Or was it 20 credits? I can't remember.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown.
Crap.
I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile.
I got a password.
The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix.
Shall do.
Please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Good job, good job. Right, no one talk to me. I want to find a good break point for ending the video. Are you chatty? I've got three messages I've got down there. Right, 3 towers apparently is what he was telling me about there. There we go. Thanks for watching, dear viewer. I'm sorry that was a long one, a long wordy one. But there you go. That's just how it is sometimes. I'll put something in the title, like, you know, this is much more chatting or something, to warn you, if you as you haven't seen this yet, that it's going to be a lot of slogging through painful dialogue and text adventures. But now, is that the drone going? I think I've seen the drone before. Is that the drone? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. First time I spotted it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of you, and I'll see you again next time.